Making $100,000 a year in America is the new broke. If you feel like you are winning on paper but drowning in reality, you are not crazy. You are being hunted. This is Marcus. He earns $105,000 a year, yet he has exactly $120 left in his bank account. He is not a gambler or a big spender. He is a victim of a mathematically rigged game. If you look at his life from the outside, he is the picture of modern success. He drives a sleek SUV, lives in a luxury apartment building with a rooftop pool, and wears clothes that fit perfectly. But if you strip away the filters and look at the raw, unforgiving math, a completely different story emerges. $105,000 a year sounds like wealth, but after federal taxes, state taxes, crushing student loan payments, and high health deductibles, his actual take-home pay is roughly $6,200 a month. That is the real number. Now let us look at where that money goes. His luxury apartment drains $2,400 right off the top. His auto loan for that beautiful SUV takes another $780. His credit card minimum payments hover around $450. Add in utilities, gas, and an $800 food budget fueled by weekend dinners and Uber Eats on tired weeknights. And this is the cost of convenience. He is not ordering takeout because he is lazy. He is ordering it because he is burnt out, and the system is heavily taxing his exhaustion. By the time the next paycheck is due, Marcus has exactly $120 left in his checking account. He's making six figures, yet he is completely broke. He is what you call the high-income poor. Marcus is living in a beautiful, comfortable illusion. He is bleeding cash every single day, and the scariest part is that he barely even notices it. But the heavy hits like the apartment and the car are only half the story. Those are the big, obvious wounds. What is truly draining the modern American middle class is something much quieter. It is the digital bleed. Think about your own bank statements. We have been conditioned to ignore the small numbers. It is the $15 ghost charges, the meditation app you never open, the cloud storage you do not need, the AI tool you forgot to cancel. It is not just $50. It is a slow-motion robbery of your freedom, one auto-renewal at a time. This is frictionless poverty. In the past, parting with your money required physical effort. You had to go to a store, pull cash out of your wallet, and hand it to another human being. There was a psychological weight to spending. Today, that weight is completely gone. Your wealth is being quietly siphoned away through auto-renewals and background charges while you sleep. It is a slow, steady hemorrhage of your future, disguised as convenience. If you are listening to this and feeling a knot in your stomach because you know your bank account looks exactly like this, I need you to pause. Take a breath. I am going to tell you a truth that very few people in the financial world will admit. This is not your fault. You are not broke because you lack willpower. You are not bleeding cash because you are inherently irresponsible. You are losing money because you are caught in a rigged game. You are going up against trillion-dollar technology ecosystems that were specifically engineered to separate you from your paycheck. You are not fighting your willpower. You are fighting a supercomputer that knows exactly how tired you are at 11 p.m. It does not want your attention. It wants your rent money. Every one-click purchase is a strategic strike against your future. With Apple Pay or Amazon One Click, there is no time to think. There is no time for logic to step in. Double tap the side button, scan your face, and the money is gone. You are fighting an invisible war, and you were set up to lose. The system demands that you spend everything you earn to keep the gears of the economy turning. But here is the catch. While falling into this trap is absolutely not your fault, choosing to stay in it is entirely your responsibility. Once you see the strings pulling your wallet, you can never unsee them. You have to take the power back, and to do that, You have to fundamentally change the way you look at the things you buy. Most people look at a price tag and think that is what a product costs. But that is a lie. Everything you buy in America today comes with a hidden ownership tax. Let us say you buy a beautiful, oversized sectional sofa for $2,000. You swipe the card, you pay the $2,000, and you think the transaction is over. It is not. That sofa requires space. Suddenly, your one-bedroom apartment feels too small. So when your lease is up, you upgrade to a larger place that costs $400 more a month just to house your furniture. Over a year, that is nearly $5,000 in extra rent. But it goes deeper than that. The more heavy, expensive things you own, the heavier you become. You anchor yourself. What happens if you get offered an incredible job in another state? A job that could change the trajectory of your career. If you live light, you pack a bag and leave. But if you are surrounded by thousands of pounds of luxury furniture, expensive electronics, and a leased SUV, moving becomes a logistical nightmare. You might turn down a life-changing opportunity simply because the friction of moving your stuff is too high. This is the hidden cost of things. Every physical object you buy demands a spatial footprint. It charges you rent. It demands maintenance, insurance, and mental energy. Number your possessions slowly become invisible golden handcuffs. They restrict your movement. They eat your cash flow, and they steal your options. Every item you bring into your life is a tiny anchor dropped into the ocean, keeping you tied to your current income and your current stress level. We do not fix this by making a cute little budget spreadsheet or clipping coupons. We do it through an act of deliberate rebellion. We do it by executing the great audit. I want you to treat your bank account like a sinking ship. You do not negotiate with the water. You throw everything overboard that is not keeping you alive. Delete Apple Pay. Kill the one-click buy. Make spending money hurt again. If you have to walk across the room to find your wallet every time you want to buy a $5 gadget on Amazon, so you will realize you never actually wanted the gadget. You just wanted the dopamine. Next, you cancel every single digital subscription. All of them. No exceptions. Cancel the streaming services, the software, the premium apps. Let it all go dark. If you find yourself desperately needing one of them 2 weeks from now, you can consciously choose to subscribe again, but you will be shocked at how many of those services you never actually miss. This is not about punishing yourself. This is about reclaiming your psychological sovereignty. Every time you consciously refuse to buy something, every time you choose friction over convenience, you are actively dismantling the system that was built to drain you. You are taking your attention back. You are taking your power back. When you stop hemorrhaging money on the illusion of ownership and digital junk, something incredible happens. You stop playing the game of appearing wealthy, and you start actually building wealth. Forget the luxury SUV. Building wealth in 2026 is not about numbers. It is about exit velocity. It is about having enough fuck you money to walk away from a toxic life. The math is simple, but the psychology is war. If you are ready to stop being the prey and start being the architect, you need to change where your money flows next. Let us look at the only tax-free way to build that fortress.